The Vrexian Empire had ruled the galaxy for 3,000 years. Their armada, vast and terrible, had crushed 100 civilizations beneath its iron grip. When Admiral Krixtal received reports of an unidentified vessel entering the Outer Rim, he barely glanced up from his tactical display. Another rebel scout. No doubt, he muttered, his four eyes narrowing with disdain. Dispatch a patrol wing. Make it quick. But the sensor officer's voice carried an unusual tremor. Admiral, the ship. We can't identify it. The design matches nothing in our database. No known faction, no registered signature. Krixtal's mandibles clicked in irritation. Then it's primitive. Some backwater species that wandered too far from home. He leaned forward in his command throne, massive and ornate. Hail them. Demand immediate surrender. The communications array hummed to life, broadcasting in 17,000 languages simultaneously. Every known tongue in the galaxy. Silence answered. The mysterious ship continued its steady trajectory toward the Imperial checkpoint station. A massive fortress bristling with weapons platforms and shielded by technology that could withstand a supernova. No response? Admiral. Then they're deaf as well as stupid. Krixtal waved a clawed hand dismissively. Target their engines. Disable and board. I want to know what rock they crawled out from under. The patrol wing, 12 heavy cruisers each capable of reducing a planet to ash, moved into formation. Their targeting systems locked onto the strange vessel. It was small, barely larger than a Vrexian shuttle, with smooth lines and an odd reflective hull that seemed to drink in the starlight. No visible weapons. No shield emissions. Utterly defenseless. Weapons charged and ready, Admiral. Krixtal smiled, exposing rows of serrated teeth. This would be over in moments. Another footnote in the Empire's endless conquest. Another species to be catalogued, enslaved, or eliminated. Fire when... The sensor officer shrieked. Admiral! Energy spike from the unknown vessel! Massive power readings, impossible readings. Before anyone could react, the small ship's surface rippled. What had appeared smooth and harmless suddenly bristled with angular protrusions. Red targeting lasers painted every ship in the patrol wing simultaneously. Target locked. A cold mechanical voice echoed across all frequencies. The words were in Vrexian, but the accent was alien. Flat, emotionless, terrifying in its precision. Evasive maneuvers. Krixtal roared. But his command came too late. The universe erupted in light. 12 beams of coherent energy, each one so concentrated that they tore through space-time itself, lanced out from the mysterious ship. They moved faster than the Vrexian sensors could track. One moment the patrol wing existed. The next, 12 Imperial cruisers became 12 expanding clouds of superheated plasma. The bridge fell silent except for the emergency klaxons now wailing throughout the checkpoint station. What was that? Krixtal whispered, his multiple hearts hammering against his carapace. Unknown, Admiral. The energy output, it exceeded our reactor's total capacity by a factor of 1,000. For each beam, the sensor officer's voice broke. Admiral, that ship just destroyed 12 heavy cruisers with less effort than we'd use to swat an insect. The mysterious vessel continued its approach, unhurried, inevitable. Krixtal's mind raced. In 3 millennia, no one had challenged the Vrexian Empire and survived. Their technology was supreme, their warriors unmatched. They had weapons that could crack worlds, shields that could turn aside stellar radiation. Yet this unknown ship had brushed aside their patrol wing like it was nothing. All stations to battle ready. Charge the main cannons. Deploy all fighters! Send a priority distress signal to the core worlds. His voice climbed to a desperate screech. Kill that thing! The checkpoint station transformed into a fortress of war. 1,000 weapon ports opened like angry eyes. Fighter craft poured from launch bays like a metallic swarm. The main plasma cannons, each powerful enough to vaporize a moon, began their charging sequence. Drawing power from the station's fusion cores, the unknown ship stopped. For a moment, hope flickered in Krixtal's chest. Perhaps it was intimidated. Perhaps it realized the magnitude of the force arrayed against it. Perhaps Admiral receiving a transmission. It's in our language. Put it through. Static crackled, then a voice emerged. Human, though Krixtal didn't know that word. It was calm, almost bored. Vrexian vessel, this is the UESS Retribution. You have been identified as hostile forces of an expansionist empire. Your actions over the past 3,000 years have been documented. 37 extinct species, 412 enslaved worlds, countless acts of genocide, a pause. Humanity does not forgive. Humanity does not forget. Humanity? Crystal spat the unfamiliar word. Never heard of you. Surrender now and perhaps we'll show mercy. Laughter echoed across the channel. Cold, humorless. Mercy, that's rich coming from you. No, Admiral. We're not here to negotiate. We're here to deliver a message. What message? The galaxy has new management. The Retribution moved. It didn't accelerate like a normal ship. It simply was in one place, then another, as if it had stepped through space itself. Before the station's weapons could track it, before the fighters could adjust their vectors, it was among them. What followed wasn't a battle. It was an execution. The human ship moved with impossible grace, its weapons firing with surgical precision. Each shot found its mark. Each beam carved through shields like they were paper. Fighters exploded in chains of fire. Weapon platforms went dark. The main cannons, still charging, detonated in their housings as the Retribution's targeting systems found their power conduits. Crystal watched his fortress, his impregnable station, die around him. Emergency bulkheads sealed. Life support failed in section after section. His crew, warriors who had conquered worlds, fled their posts in terror. Admiral, hull breach on decks 12 through 40. We've lost all primary systems. Shields at 0. The sensor officer never finished. The bridge viewport shattered as a precisely calibrated beam carved through the station's heart. Atmosphere vented into space, carrying screaming officers with it. As Crystal felt the cold void embrace him, his last sight was the human ship, hovering motionless amid the wreckage. On its hull, barely visible, were words in a script he'd never seen. Terra Invicta, Earth unconquered. The Rexian Empire would learn that lesson well in the months to come. Humanity had arrived among the stars, and they remembered every atrocity, every conquered world, every silenced voice. The hunters had become the hunted, and humanity never missed.